it again. Look, it's the powerful redheaded team.
Woohoo!
Hi everybody, it's Minute.
Erin just started working here.
Look, it's the powerful redheaded team.
Woohoo!
We really don't have a friend word here.
Erin just started working
Kind of
here.
seems to work out that way.
Customer
Like
though.
seriously, come in sometime.
We really
and
don't
count
have
how
any
many
redheads
redheads
there
there are that work here. But it just kind of seems to work out that way.
Is here in this store.
Like seriously, come in sometime and count how many redheads
Yeah.
there are that work here. All right, so we've got 6 books to review.
So Ginger's
Not
the
all of them are
world
number
night.
ones,
Yeah.
but the ones. All right, so
are not number
we've got
ones.
6 books to
There are
review.
They needed to be reviewed.
Not all of them are number ones, but
I've almost
the
recovered
ones
from
are not number ones.
We're
Horrible when you don't get
They
absolutely
needed to be
the right
reviewed.
one. Okay, so I'm going
I've almost
to
recovered
review
from
first the
con season,
IDW.
Horrible when you
This
don't get
is
absolutely the
Dave
right one.
2. Okay, so
this is
I'm
the
going
second
to
series
review
of books.
first the
This one was just called
IDW.
Dave.
As you remember,
Dave
Dave
2.
was the robot.
This is the second
they'd already
series of
conquered
books.
all the bad
This one was
guys.
just
and
called
so,
Dave.
as you remember,
Dave
Dave was the robot that they'd already
invaders
conquered all the
now
bad
had
guys.
no
and
jobs
so,
that were really interesting. Like
these robots in
destroying
humanity made
Instead, they got put in
protect
office
from
jobs, and the
the
alien invaders
Remember,
now
it was
had
like
no
office
jobs
space
that were really
robots.
interesting, like
Lots of
destroying
foul
things.
language and
Instead, they got put in office
uh,
jobs,
ridiculous
like it,
things
things
that
that robots
robots
wouldn't
wouldn't
necessarily
robots.
deal with.
Lots of foul
But,
language and
Very, very funny,
ridiculous
if you like poopy
talk.
things that robots
Full of
didn't
it.
necessarily have to deal with.
So
But,
this kind of is a follow-up.
very, very
so
funny.
yes, Dave helped them
if you like
conquer
poopy talk,
aliens again.
it's full of it.
And now they call him General. And so this kind of is a follow-up. So yes, Dave helped them conquer
when he was in office
aliens
job,
again.
now he's in charge
And now
of
they
the
call him
robots.
General.
And his son is
I don't
still
know if this is any better for him
son, so.
than this one's
When he
funny.
was in
Pick it
office
up.
job, now
We'll
he's in
giggle
charge of the
despite
robots.
yourself. And his son is still
a
a little
little
bit dirty
ridiculous.
about it, but hey, son. So this one's
Alright, the
funny.
second
Pick it
book
up.
I
We'll
reviewed,
giggle despite yourself. Is by Image.
It's a little
This
bit
is
dirty about it,
Island.
but hey.
Number 3.
All right, the
Imagine
second
that
book
this book
I reviewed
is
5 or 6
is by
books
Image
put
This
together.
Is Island.
See, it's
Number
really,
3.
really thick.
Imagine that this
some
book
really interesting
is
storylines
5
in
or
here.
6 books
Put together.
There's things
See, it's
like the first story deals with a bunch of people that obviously have been either have chips inserted into their brains or some other technology. And it's interesting to see they go to someone's house where there's some kind of dampening field where they don't have access to the internet in their brain. And so they all of a sudden are faced with these problems like, I can't remember people's names because normally I would just interface and say, hey, that's Bill. But they don't have access to that anymore. It's kind of weird. Or they look at a piece of art and they would normally be able to just access who did the art. Is this a legitimate piece of art? They don't get that anymore. So it's kind of a mysterious thing why they have the powers, etc. A couple stories in here that deal with just normal everyday life situations, like if you were a gal and you met someone at a bar and you really liked them but they didn't know they existed, you know, those kinds of things. There's a couple ones in here that are just 3 or 4 pages of no words, but just beautiful art. One of them in there reminds me a lot of Giger's work, where it's a little bit phallic in nature. It's kind of like a sea. I think it's called Sea Witch or Sea Hag. So it's kind of really cool, the imagery part of it. But yes, pick this up. It will take you a long time to read. It's worth the $8 because it feels like a lot more than 2 books. It's more like 5 or 6. So monetarily wise, it makes good economic sense. All right. Now here is. Oh man, I should be shot right now. It's good. This is good paper. Marvel prints on good paper, by the way. So this is Captain America White. This is Jeff Loeb and Tim Sale. So it's interesting. This is all dedicated to Chris Kirby, and it's really neat the way that they go back and retell the origin story of Captain Bucky. It's the way you remember it from the comic books, not from the movies. So Bucky's young. He doesn't really even know that Steve is Captain America. Steve has a lot of guilt over Bucky, so it's him going flash forward and back about his relationship with him. So this is really great. They changed up the little art style in there, so from page to page the art style might change. It kind of makes it more interesting to your eye. So this is a really good book. I would pick this up because I think they're trying to do this for a bunch of different Marvel characters, so you get to go back and re-look at their origins, but in the way that the comic book origins were, not necessarily the way that we're learning them in the movies, even though both are very cool. So pick this up also. Very good.
Okay, so this is my first time doing this. I probably won't be as professional as Jen. So
That was professional.
it
Holy
was totally
cow!
professional. She's got this.
Ugh.
The first book that I read was actually Tokyo Ghost. It's the very first issue. The artwork in this is it's super futuristic. It's actually really busy. There's a lot going on, and they're introducing this world that is way in the future, and it's this girl with her partner, and you don't really understand the relationship fully until you get a little bit through it. And basically, they are tech people that are addicted to technology like drugs. And the girl Debbie is the only one who's tech free in Los Angeles, and her partner are kind of cops for this entertainment company, and they're searching for this murderer, Davey, who goes around trying to kill people like video games. It is definitely not a kid book. But I actually really enjoyed this book. It was very entertaining, and the last couple of pages it made me really excited to see what the next issue holds. So I would pick that up. That's Tokyo Ghost. Definitely fun. The next book is also a #1 issue, Toil and Trouble. It's about this witch who is a redhead, and she was exiled by her two sisters because they got into a disagreement, and she's now back into the arms of her sisters, and the one sister is trying to manipulate how a war is going to happen in their land. And so it follows this woman here who is having a difficult time following those sisters' orders, because when she was exiled, she was actually living with men. And so there's that one. It's the artwork in it is actually very interesting. It's I was asking Jen, I'm like, how would you describe this? It's very pretty. It's watercolor. It's almost like very Asian influence, but it's not.
No big manga eyes.
Yeah.
But everything else about it feels a little like
it. So really interesting, since it's actually not Asian at all in the actual place that they're at. It's actually Scotland. So there you go. It was really fun. It was good. It actually had a great ending as well. So it's only 6 issues that is going to come out. So I would pick that one up and see how that story progresses.
It's got a Shakespeare quote on the back too, so
it
does
does.
In my book.
Actually, she is trying to manipulate a man named Macbeth. So there you go.
Probably educational then. Uh-oh.
But not for young ones.
No.
And then we have Agent Carter #1, and this was good fun. This was so much fun. They have paired her up right off the bat as her partner in this one with Lady Sif, who made me laugh throughout the whole book. You know, the artwork in Marvel, there's just one page that it just blew me away. I love it. It's, you know, that classic old feel of that wham bam. You know? It's a lot of fun. It's definitely it's, you know, Agent Carter starting out on this mission, and she's having to put up with an Asgardian, and they come up with but they actually create quite a bond together.
Is she helpful at all?
Yes, but there's a twist there.
Okay.
So I love Agent Carter. So there you go. Those are my reviews.
By the way, I heard that Agent Carter was renewed for another season, which they didn't expect. I think that the storyline was supposed to end there, but
which people in my family are very excited about. I haven't actually watched Agent Carter.
Oh man, you've got to.
I watched S.H.I.E.L.D. I'm a big S.H.I.E.L.D. fan, but
Yeah.
Agent Carter I have not watched, which my son thinks that's horrible, so that's going to be my project.
Well, just like all of the Marvel stuff that's involved with that side of the Marvel universe, they've done an amazing job of tying it together with all the movies arcs that are going on. So you'll get things in there you'll feel extra smart about if you've watched the movies, and you'll be like, I know what's going on here.
We do that with Shield every week. It would come on, we're like, oh my gosh, we totally look at that Easter egg, and oh, we totally know what they're talking about. We get really excited about stuff like that.
Thank you, Marvel Studios, for being awesome.
Yes, definitely. So those were my picks. I would
Perfect.
recommend all three.
Hey, I hear, speaking of those guys, I hear there's a Dub Smash war going on between Agent Carter and Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., and it's for charity, so go find that on YouTube and donate money to their charity, please, because I'm sure that they're working very hard to entertain us on their free time, so.
Yeah. Dubstep, that would be fun. We should do that here.
Maybe not Dub, it's Dub Smash, whatever.
Okay.
I'm in my
we should do
40s, I
that.
don't know anything.
We should do that.
I'm so uncool. I have high plans. I'm going to do Young MC's Fastest Rhyme. So, you guys better bring it.
Oh, that's amazing.
Bye,
Bye.